Good morning. Good morning. Yes, my mouth is not moving because, well, it's not a real mouth. Did I fool you? Of course I did. Okay, hang on. Eventually I'm going to come up with a much better way to do what I'm doing right now. Meanwhile, you can be entertained by the dancers in the background because that's what they're here for, that's what they live for. They just want you to be entertained. Why? Because this is... I didn't do that very well. It's doing this part very well too. Okay. What do we got here? We got Sarah, Leanne, and Dawn are watching. Even though Dawn said she was going to be late. She just told me she was going to be late. And yet here she is. On, off, on, off. Really, it's blurry to me either way. So, you know. I think this, I tell myself this hides my morning face, right? See? I look wide awake, energized. Just rolled out of bed 5.5 hours ago. 5.5 hours ago, Bob. That's silly. That would make it 2 o'clock in the morning. Yes, it would. Tommy's here. All right, what I want to know is, why are my... Well, I see all these wonderful comments. They're not showing up where they're supposed to show up over here. All right, so... Oh, I bet you I know why. Look, guys, it's been a little bit of time, so just give me 2 seconds. I promise this won't happen again. I'm learning my lesson right now. I just have to click this button. And I have to click this button. And there, see, now there you go. And so now I can share Sabine's comment because I did what I was supposed to do, ladies and gentlemen. And you're welcome. Okay, so hi. Now this is it. We've started. It's a commitment. It's a commitment I'm making to you. Mornings with us together. And I haven't had a sip of this yet. And this, by the way, now I hope you have something, because that's kind of part of what this is about, you know, this enjoyment of this moment that I'm about to have right now. And even though this is my 3rd cup of coffee this morning, I don't think I've had more than 3. It's still just as satisfying because I did resist the urge about 45 minutes ago to have another one. Tommy, if you love this shirt, let me tell you something. You have Sarah, who is in the house right now, to thank for this. This was a gift from her. Let me just point out again why this shirt is awesome. Now, anyone who knows... Okay, well, first, Tommy's... Okay. Anyone who knows me should be able to look at this and go, I get it. Why? That was almost Christopher Walken, which I do not profess to do. I wish I could. You know what? If I had a skill set, impressions. If that's one that I wish I had, that I could do impressions, and even just a good Christopher Walken, I'd figure out a way to overuse it. But I'm no good at any of that stuff. You know who I sound like? My dad. I can do an impression of my dad, who sounds just like me. Sarah has her humongous cup of coffee. Anyway, Sarah sent me... So look, okay, I'll just spell it out for you. First of all, it says life is good. Pretty good message. There's a stringed instrument that, of course, we're going to call a ukulele. Okay, now look, just technically, here's the thing. Technically, for those of you who, you know, when history watches this recording, and of course, you know, then historians, they start picking stuff apart, looking for all the little mistakes, the continuity issues, and all of that. And they'll say, whoops, hold on a second. And they'll say, wait a second, he says that's a ukulele, but clearly it's one half of an instrument where there are 3 tuning pegs. Wouldn't that make it 3 on the other side? And then that would be a guitar. Well, that's not supposed to be black. So now I get to scroll through 8 zillion screens to click this one. And now next time it'll work. How do I know? Because I can see the preview. Guys, I'm telling you, the technology is amazing. Hey, I want to show you a preview of something. Guess what? So I know I'm off the rails already. I couldn't even tell you what I was talking about. I know coffee was, oh yeah, this. Hold on, let me finish this thought. See, this is what you need in the morning. You need your brain scrambled before you even get the first thing done. So this would be a guitar. That's what the historians would say. Now, you know what I say to those historians? I'd say, shut up, historians. How do you know it's not a ukulele with all the tuning pegs on one side? That's a thing. And the sun here is blocking out the fourth one. So why don't you get off your high horse, historian? It's a ukulele, right? It is because I said it is. If you want to go around telling everybody that this is false lore because it's a guitar, because you think this has to be symmetrical, let me tell you something. If you knew Sarah, you'd know nothing needs to be symmetrical. So, and finally, a dog. Right? Could it be nailed more? Life is good. There's a uke, a dog, and we have the very strong suggestion of the ocean, which I live nearby. Bonus, this material, ridiculously soft. It's just, have you ever had one of those shirts where you just go, what is this anyway? This just drapes on you. You know, it doesn't feel, you know what I'm saying? I sure hope you know what I am saying. Now, I just want to call out right now that Sarah and Cheryl were in town recently, and we were having lunch, I think, and she said, I'm scooping what you're pooping. And I said, oh, I'm stealing that, and I'm going to use it the first chance I get. And I just want to acknowledge that I just had the chance to use it, and I didn't. So I'm saving it. Irma says howdy. Irma, I know you probably don't say your name like Irma, but when you say howdy, Irma. Morning, Irma. Oh, I wish I had a puppet. So one of the things we're going to do on this morning show is I'm going to start calling out for donations of things that I just don't want to go deal with myself. But hear me out. What's in it for me, Bob? You might say, well, what do you want out of it? Let's just say that what I've decided that the Bob Doyle Show needs is, and I've said this already, a ventriloquist dummy. I've got my reasons, and it's all for your benefit. Can't you just trust me on this? So, and it needs to be deluxe too. It needs to have the eyes that move and the whole, it's got to be a good one. And I just want someone to donate it to me. And when they do, they're like a sponsor of the show, a co-creator, and they get so many accolades about whatever, within good taste. You know what I'm saying. But if a guy, let's say there's someone watching this or who sees this because the right people have told the right people. I know exactly who to send this to. Melvin the doll maker. God, I don't like talking to him. He's creepy. But have you seen his ventriloquist dummies? Yes, I've seen him. Sounds like what Bob wants. I know, but I'm not talking to that guy. Look, if we do this and we send Bob Doyle a ventriloquist dummy, we'll be famous. You think so? I know so. Have you seen his numbers for his live broadcast? I'm telling you, this is a game changer. We've got to send him a ventriloquist dummy, and it's got to be a great one. Okay, I'm on board. That's how I see it going down. It feels so, I'm visualizing it. It feels so real. I'm going to feel it right into being. Because I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm Bob Doyle from The Secret. So if that's how I want it to go down, oh man, I got to say, a good cappuccino. Made, by the way, with a substandard espresso machine that I bought from some guy down the street just because I wanted one real quick. I'm going to upgrade eventually. I am. Well, okay, I don't even know what this means. I don't know what this means, but I'll take it. Dina is here, and so is Sarah, and Tommy Allen Rains. Denise has also said good morning, and Irma. Oh, you didn't know it was? See, it's also a musical. The Bob Doyle Show is a musical. Let's talk about this Bob Doyle Show thing. Let's talk about this daily thing. Read us this day, our daily thread. I should have workshopped that one. So here's what I'm thinking. So there's 5 days in the weekday. I'm going to take weekends off, not because I do my group coaching. 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, you know the days. And I'm thinking, well, so every day might have a theme or something. I don't know. I don't like to tie myself down. As soon as I tell myself we're going to do this, it's like, why? Well, here's 1,000 reasons why not. So that's my cross to bear. Oh, I see. Silliness. When have I been silly? Anyway, so like one day will be law of attraction related because I do those free law of attraction things anyway. I may as well just choose a day of the week. It's been Tuesdays. That would be today. Not doing it clearly. So how about Wednesdays? How about tomorrow, Law of Attraction Day? So it runs pretty much like my Law of Attraction Q&As. Maybe. Mostly. I'm still there to contribute. Yeah, it will. It'll mostly be straight up just Law of Attraction Q&A. If you're gonna make me just do it that way. But look, I got 4 other days of the week to do whatever the heck I want, right? So, and then maybe one day I feature like a VR application that I'm enamored with temporarily. But I don't want to sit there. See, I've tried it. I don't want to sit there and get in VR and as part of the Bob Doyle Show. It's too much. But I could show you a clip of it in the Bob Doyle Show and then say later today at 4 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to dive into this program and I'm going to stay there and I'm just going to take my time and I'm not going to worry about being on. I'm just going to work the program so you can see it. See what I'm saying? It's like you peer over my shoulder and into my world and look through my eyes. And then you'll say, put on some readers, I can't see a thing. And then you'll dance and then you'll sing. Hey, you can do most anything. That's the Bob Doyle Show. That's the Bob Doyle Show. See, we've got theme songs just coming out. This is all about creative output, by the way. That's right. The Bob Doyle Show Daily Show, it's a personal project that you get to benefit from. Look, I'm going to be showing up. Whether you do or not is up to you, but please, come on. Here's the thing. Everybody's all bunched up about Facebook reach, right? No one's seeing my posts, right? I'm on that train. I've been a whiny pants about it. Just ask Dawn. Don't. Because all she'll do is talk your ear off about how I've been a whiny pants about it. And I just summed it up. There's no need to go down and have the whole Dawn conversation. Okay, I was a whiny pants. But then I just keep hearing from my trusted friends and individuals who seemingly don't have the same problem that some of us are having. And they say, here's what you do. Be consistent. Be engaging. This is me being engaging, by the way. Does this work? I don't know. No, I don't know. See, when you start to try to be engaging, you just get all unengaging. What am I on about now? I don't know. It looks like an extension of my face. This is a screenshot waiting to happen, and then I'm going to use some software to bring this to life. There. Mark my words, later today, I'm going to post some sort of animated something, and there's going to be a mouth under there. It's going to be talking. And here's another idea that I'm going to do. So you remember Apptacular, Dawn's favorite thing that she's obsessed with and won't stop talking about? It's where I take an app you know, an app on your phone or your tablet. I think we all know what apps are. Why are there so many people asking questions about apps? Just Google it. But I take a favorite app and I share it with you because I think that you should stop everything you're doing and go to whatever app store I tell you to and download it. Because it'll enrich your life in some way. Or so I think. I'm not attached to it. Do it if you want to. Jeez. Anyway, is that going to be the vibe of the show? Like that I'm irritated with it? Because I'm not sure that's... problem is this is getting lukewarm. All right, anyway. But again, with doing it inside the show, I was feeling rushed. So I think, again, I would show you a little preview of an app. And then later on that day, say, I'm going to go live, and I'm going to do an in-depth walkthrough of this if you give a... But I'm going to do it anyway. Why, Bob? Why would you do it if no one wants to watch it? Well, first of all, you don't know that. What is your deal? Come in here, negative Nancy, or Ned, whatever the case may be. This is a happy place. Bob, you're not acting that happy. I think you've got you're at the reins of the sarcastic, edgy weirdness. Why don't you just get off of that immediately and stop talking to yourself and talk to the audience who paid good money to be here? Oh, no, they didn't. Tommy says, with probably a great deal of truth permeating every single character of that message. I gotta admit, I do feel a little bursting at the seams with the caffeine. But hey, again, it's in the brochure, I think. If it's not, it should be. Unpredictable, highly caffeinated. These are all words that describe the Bob Doyle Show. We need more words, by the way. Have you guys seen the promos that were leaking out? You know, the promos. I'm going to show you one right now. This is one that's already out there, I think. Yeah, this one.
All right, lad, I just need you to read the line.
I'm not reading that line.
No, I need you to read it.
I'm not reading it.
Melvin,
What? Oh. That was my bad, because I've got a playlist running, see, that keeps going back and forth between the comments. If I'm gonna just play a video like that, well, I need to turn off the looping so that it won't do that anymore, and then you can watch the whole thing. Point is, I'm having some fun creating some promos, and those are all done in virtual reality. I'm going to show Dawn. I'm going to preview one that they haven't seen. Okay.
I don't know if my opinion means much. After all, I'm just a lonely little star. But I really like the Bob Doyle Show. It makes my heart go wee. In a world where otherwise I don't wee that much. I hope you'll watch it too.
The sad approach, right? Who wouldn't flock to a show like that? You just cry your way to your viewing seat. That's what you call whatever you're sitting in when you watch this, by the way. You may not have known that there was a term for it. Well, guess what? There is, and it's called viewing seat. So I actually did show Thank you. I actually shared an app called Wurble with you a week or two ago. I showed it to you live. There were not many people sitting on their hive. Yeah, maybe just 2 cups of coffee. Put this. Leanne, what's creepy? Oh, yeah, the star, right? Leanne, well, I hope you like it, though. I would imagine that this would be this would work for you. All right. Anyway, but all those promos are done in VR. I'm actually like acting that out and, changing the emotions, and it's acting to my face, and I put myself in the scene and I change the character. I decided to do the whole thing. It's all in VR. Pretty cool, huh? So one of these days, maybe I'll share with you how I do that. Maybe that'll be the first VR thing I share. Pop in here and show you the coolness of getting in there and just, huh? Who's on board besides Dawn? I know she's on board because she is a VR enthusiast. Are you too a VR enthusiast? Perhaps you are not informed enough to be a VR enthusiast. Well, you've come to the right place. Have you? I don't know, but we'll see. Lori, I got to tell you, I do have ginger beer in my refrigerator, generally at all times, but I'm not consuming it like I did before. The sugar thing is slowly but surely subsiding. It's so slow, but surely. Anyway, promos. So be looking out for those and share them, will you? See, here's the thing. Now, boy, I really went off the rails. Let's go back. This is the go back in time dance. If you don't know it, this is it. This is as close as I get to a lesson. I got derailed again because I saw Nino's question. So, Nino, I'm going to answer Law of Attraction question stuff tomorrow. I know Tuesdays is the day I normally do it, but clearly we're on a train to Silly Town today. But I will absolutely address this tomorrow if you'll come back and we'll do this. Here's his question, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a preview of coming attractions. Oh, it runs off. Well, you'll get the gist. Dan is here too. See, we're bringing in the. I don't want to see. My mouth wanted to say old timers, but that's not right. We don't say that. Irma, you're really using the click video to kill your sugar thing? That is awesome. I clearly have not done that process on my own sugar thing. You got to be ready. You got to be ready to give it up. Oh, what was I going to say? I've started so many freaking conversations. Yes, all right. No, there was something before that. Wow, okay, I'm so a long time ago, Dawn used to have, that was part of her job, to keep track of everywhere I derailed so she could bring me back. But we haven't talked about this in a while. So now God knows, I'll watch this replay and go, oh, I didn't say this or that or the other thing. In fact, here's the most important thing I didn't say right up front, which was, I've got it in big letters right here. Notify. If you'd like to, see, I know we're starting a new habit here, right? Every morning at 7:30. A new habit. So a new habit sometimes take reminders. We can't always remember this. I don't expect you to. But if you click the link that I can't type right now, but maybe someone will, bobdoyleshow.com/notifybds for Bob Doyle Show. Notify. bobdoyleshow.com/notifybds. It'll initiate a little messenger conversation. And then you can verify that you want to be notified when I go live, and then you will be. I hope, provided everything's set up correctly. Oh, that felt good. Let's all do this. All right, that's enough of that. You're going to ask us to share. Oh, yes, please share. The reason I'm doing this is consistency. Right now, it's all coming back to me. So I'm going to do this every day. That's right, whether or not I have a plan or not. I think I actually wrote some things down, and I haven't even gotten to them yet. I know there's one other thing that I started that is hanging out there, Aptacular related. I haven't forgotten. But I have forgotten what I was saying just now. Okay, so let's just finish the Aptacular conversation. I shared... All right, one second. I'm going to do this Oh, yes, notify. Yes, bobdoyleshow.com/notify BDS, all in lowercase, yes, /notify BDS. And then that will initiate the conversation. Then you'll be reminded. So that was the first thing I wanted to say. Wordle is a photo app that allows you to animate your still images. And I shared this on a broadcast not that long ago. Let's see if this is going to work for me. No. Let's find out why it is not working. I think I just need to change the source right here, I think. And then I could say twerking to make it rhyme. Okay, here we go. Now, Wordle. So Wordle is an app that, if I can do this correctly, allows you to animate still images. And I've been doing a lot of this stuff and posting it on Instagram. And I did a whirlwind tour of it on a thing before. And I'm not going to dive super deep into it right now, but I just kind of want to show you basically what it is. And then later today, I thought I'd go live and dig into this. I was thinking around 4 o'clock, kind of what I was talking about. But all of these start with still images, and then you add layers of graphic elements that move, that are animated, or however you want to describe movement. Okay, why are you being like this? Can we not just have a conversation like adults? Again, all of this starts with still images, and then you can export them as videos or animated GIFs, because that's how it's pronounced. I'm not doing the sheep mentality of saying GIF. It isn't GIF. I heard the guy say it. The guy who created it on stage, he said GIF. So that's it. So don't come at me with this GIF nonsense anymore. I won't have it. Anyway. And so basically the idea, and I'm just going to run through, so I can start with an image. And just pull up in any image. Look, there's my friend Dina Proctor, and not that one, but here's one that I did the other day, and I'll just duplicate it just briefly, just parts of it, to give you an idea. So there's the image that you've chosen, and then these are all the categories of graphic elements. And so when I do the dog, I often do like flowing hair to give him some movement. If you're still watching, you asked this specifically. So it comes out of flow waves. No, it wasn't you, Dina. It was Marion. Sorry. And now I can just take that little element and move it somewhere like on his ear, and then jump down to color. I can sort of adjust the hue so it's a little more closer to his skin color, fur color, and then take the saturation down like that. And then I can also go to blending and take it down a little bit more. So it's just a subtle effect. And then I can click the plus sign and just add more layers of hair, or I can go back and add, other little graphic elements like this, all of which have some sort of movement or glow or something about them to bring the picture to life. Anyway, the point is I will get into this in detail later. Does that sound fun? Because it's really a cool app, and I'm going to just take my time, and we're going to build something up from scratch. And it's going to be super cool, and then we're going to put it on Instagram, and then we're all going to run over to Instagram and like it and share it with people, and you're going to be a part of it. Come on, community creativity. That's the Bob Doyle guarantee. One of several guarantees I have. So yes, so Dina says her daughter wants this app inspired by me. I do like sharing the app love. So there's this one, Wordle, and then there's the other one called Mug Life. Mug Life. Mug Life is the one where if you see my pictures where my chin's swinging or weird animations happening, that's another one that brings your still images to life with just strange facial distortions, and it's so cool. I can't believe it. All right, so I didn't even address the two things I thought I might bring up. How about that? An entire 30 minutes with zero content whatsoever, and I swear to God, this has got to change in a happy way. Well, thank you all for joining me this morning. Now you know that you get a general sense of what this might be. And hopefully you'll show up anyway. And tell all your freaking friends. I never did finish that thought. It's about consistency. We're going to do it every day. And then you're going to share it with people and you're going to comment. And I'm going to comment on your comments. So you need to do what you're doing, which is great. You guys are awesome. You put in comments, then I go and I comment on comment, and hopefully reach expands. And then instead of tens of us or dozens of us, there become hundreds and thousands of us. And then world peace is not far behind.
It's the bottom.